Imagine firing someone just because they don't fit your image of success. Now imagine that person turning out to be the reason you lose everything. Sandra Moore ran her own high-end marketing firm in Chicago. She built it from scratch, clawing her way up from a tiny co-working space to a sleek office on the 32nd floor of a downtown tower. She was sharp, stylish, and didn't tolerate anything or anyone that didn't match her polished vision. And so, when the new cleaning lady arrived one Monday morning in worn-out sneakers and a stained hoodie, Sandra noticed immediately. It wasn't the woman's job performance that bothered her. No, floors were spotless, garbage emptied. But Sandra hated the way she moved. Too slow, too quiet, like a ghost. And she never smiled. Didn't even say hello. By Friday, Sandra had had enough. She called the cleaner into her office. Didn't even offer her a seat. "This isn't working out," Sandra said flatly, flipping through emails as if dismissing a meeting invite. The woman blinked, silent. "I need someone who understands the culture here," Sandra added. "You're just not a fit." Still no reply, just a slow nod. Then the woman turned and walked out. No begging, no questions. By Monday morning, Sandra had forgotten all about her. But someone hadn't. That Thursday, Sandra was in a meeting with a high-profile tech client. One she'd been chasing for months. They were minutes from closing a $1.2 million deal when her assistant rushed in, pale. "There's a man here. Says he needs to speak with you. Won't leave." Sandra sighed, irritated. "Tell him to book an appointment." Her assistant leaned in, whispered something. Sandra went still. She excused herself from the meeting and walked briskly to the lobby. There stood a man in a dark gray coat. No expression, but there was something in his eyes. Calm, dangerous. "Sandra Moore." "Yes. I believe you fired my daughter last week." She paused. "Who are you exactly?" The man extended a card. Just a name. Anton Gregorov. No title. No company. But she recognized the name. Everyone in Chicago business circles did. He owned shipping, construction, real estate. He didn't appear in press photos. He didn't need to. "I don't interfere with my children's lives," he said slowly. "But when someone disrespects my family, I make time." Sandra's mouth went dry. "I don't think you understand," she began, but he cut her off. "I understand you made my daughter feel small, disposable. That ends now." He turned and left without another word. That afternoon, the tech client canceled their deal. No explanation. Next day, a government audit appeared at her office. Then a key supplier reevaluated their contract. In a week, Sandra's perfect little empire started to crumble. Quietly, efficiently, no threats, no lawsuits, just silence, and doors closing everywhere. Her assistant quit. Investors stopped answering calls. Even her LinkedIn vanished mysteriously. By the end of the month, Sandra sat alone in her luxury office. Lights dimmed, watching her inbox fill with cancellations. She opened the drawer, pulled out the cleaner's file. There it was, Lucia Gregorova, 27, college graduate, worked evenings to pay off student debt. Sandra closed the file. Too late now. She never got a second chance or an apology. Funny thing is, no one ever came to take the office away from her. They just stopped noticing she existed. And if you walk past the 32nd floor today, you might still see her silhouette at the window, motionless, waiting. Because in business, sometimes power doesn't announce itself. It just watches and remembers.